Hey guys, in today's Christmas spot, I thought we'd do something a little bit differently, as above and beyond just doing Christmas related items. I thought we could have fun and have a look at some great gift ideas that one could pick up during the holiday season. So for our first great gift ideas, I figured we would have a look at the 2017 Hasbro release of Tickle Me Elmo. Now this is the 2017 release of Tickle Me Elmo, but Tickle Me Elmos have been around for quite a long time. In fact, the first Tickle Me Elmo was released to stores in July 1996. With a supply of 400,000 units, the Tickle Me Elmo sold well and remained widely available in stores until the day after Thanksgiving, when they suddenly sold out. And that was one of the more memorable toy crazes that hit during the holiday season. I still vividly remember people anxiously trying to get their hands on Tickle Me Elmo. They couldn't find anyone in sight selling them. And then all of a sudden the local newspaper ads were selling Tickle Me Elmos for about $300 to $500. It was absolutely ridiculous. And then later on I would find a whole bunch of Tickle Me Elmos from the 1996 release in like liquidating stores and stuff like that. The original Tickle Me Elmos had like a cardboard kind of secret display box. This Tickle Me Elmo, as you saw at the beginning, comes in a little bit more of a retail-friendly box where kids can go up and press it right away to get some of Elmo's sound effects. And of course, he tickles and laughs, and we're all going to go through that together. So here's Tickle Me Elmo, which really is not that much different than the Tickle Me Elmo that we got back in 1996. The 1996 one, actually, if you look it up, is a little bit cruder in design. This one's got a little bit more fur going for him. And much like the Elmos back then, there's a little Velcro opening here where you have your batteries. Your batteries inside are two AA batteries, so they're easy to replace when you are ready to replace them out. You have a Try Me, an off, and an on mode. I've already got it set to on. And then we can go ahead and close up the Velcro closure. Before we actually get into the tickling end of things, it's funny just to say that, the tickling end of things, let's have a look at Elmo. Like, he's a good representation. Like, this 2017 release is a good released version of Elmo. It looks like Elmo from the Sesame Street, of course, show. And Elmo's World as well. Yes, Elmo's become very popular over the years, but he does look very much like Elmo did in the show. He's definitely a very faithful representation of Elmo. He's got his mouth open, so he's always kind of hysterically laughing, and he's got a little pom-pom for his nose and ping-pongs, so to speak, ping-pongs for his eyes. But again, like, he looks really good. I love the fur. He's very soft feeling. His hands are soft, his legs are soft. About the only thing that is a little harder on him is the torso and the head, but the head is softer of the two. You can feel like there's a little bit of just the area in which the mouth has been glued in. That's a little harder, but the rest of it I will say, does feel soft. I like the coloring of him as well. There's a little tag on the back that says new material only. I suppose you could probably take that off if you so wish. But that is Tickle Me Elmo in a nutshell, at least the Elmo end of it. Let's get to some tickling action. Now, to activate Elmo's tickle functions, that's so funny to say that, the tickle functions, what you're going to want to do is press the area on his tummy, basically like right around here. There's a softer kind of impression or a button where you can kind of feel that you can activate that. He's also got sensor points on the undersides of his feet, one there and one there, which you can feel a lot easier. It's almost like a button right there and a button right there. So any of those will trigger his initial laughing, giggling, and audio. So let's go ahead and press the button now on him. And again. Now he will cycle through audio. And he will also request that you tickle him further. To tickle him further, you can either rub his belly, or you can also rub his feet. And probably one of the things that you did notice when I was rubbing his feet is if you continue to rub it, it's almost like the track stops and then restarts itself. And I'm just rubbing it, but you can also press the button as well, and that works on both feet. And then he'll also ask for things such as tickling his belly, which I find is a little harder to figure out where to tickle him. It's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like on the sides here. And see if I can find it again. It's like kind of right there. There we go. It's like right there that you have to tickle him, or again on his feet. It would definitely be a fun gift for the holiday. I know, Elmo. It would definitely be a fun gift for this holiday season. It is recommended for ages 18 months to 4 years. One thing you do have to be careful with is because of the mechanical components inside of his torso. It's not a toy, for example, that a young child, like a young infant, would be able to carry around for fear that they could smack their head against a very dense sort of body. Everything else is really soft on Elmo, except for like this area right here. So it does give a little bit more of a harder body to it. So you do have to be a little bit careful for that. But it is one of the trade-offs for the fact that he does make the audio, of course, and the giggling and wiggling action. And one can't help but smile. One can't help but smile when you play with a Tickle Me Elmo. Tickle Me Elmo was something that, honestly, I did want to get back in 1996. I think I was kind of part of that initial craze of people that said, Tickle Me Elmo, what's that? And then, of course, the demand was there. At one point, I think I had gone to a store and they even had a couple of Tickle Me Elmos, which I thought, okay, maybe I'll pick up and sell. But I didn't really want to get into being one of those people that sell things at a more inflated price, because that really takes away, I think, from, you know, the Christmas spirit. Now, Tickle Me Elmos are much more easily available, easier to come by. The 2017 release, for example, is much easier to come by, as you can find them basically anywhere. I found this guy at Walmart. Amazon's also got him as well. Toys R Us has him. Anywhere that sells kids' toys, you should be able to find a Tickle Me Elmo for a really reasonable price. I think Tickle Me Elmo is about $24, $25. And it's definitely a fun toy if you want to be giving it to a kid for the holiday season. Today's great gift ideas for the holiday 2017. Today we're having a look at the Hasbro 2017 release of Tickle Me Elmo. What do you think about that, Elmo? Let's... Oh, Elmo. Certainly stay tuned, guys. We're going to have a look at other holiday gift ideas for this holiday season. Of course, we're going to do some other Christmas spots as well as we get closer and closer to Christmas time. Can't wait for that. But all of this can be available if you guys hit that little subscribe button down below. So if you haven't done it already, hit that little subscribe button down below. You'll never miss a beat when it comes to future videos coming onto this channel. As always, guys, thanks for watching as you always do. I'll see you next time.